Greetings golfers, from Duffer to Driver here, and today we're going to play a full 18 holes with the goal of breaking 90. My personal best is a 96 over 18 holes, so let's see how we fare today. So off the first tee, probably the worst start possible. This one barely makes it past the red tees. So moving to my second shot, and still 250 yards to the hole, I used the riskier hybrid shot here instead of a safer 7 iron actually, back onto the fairway, hoping to make up some lost ground. So this goes right, which I should have accounted for because of the slope I'm standing on, but I get really lucky by bouncing on the cart path, which will help me bring my ball closer to the green. So I don't get a solid hit with this chip, and this goes more right than I was aiming and rolls off the edge of the green. This right here, this is a tougher shot than it looks, as there's a lot of rough between me and the green with the pin close. Ideally I want it to land right at the edge of the rough and slowly roll onto the green, and you can see how well that went. After messing up my first chip, we are able to end with a double bogey. Not a bad score considering our drive and wasted chip. So starting the second hole here, my goal is to get as many bogeys as possible and to pick up any pars if they present themselves. This is a short par 5, so it's a great place for a potential par. And we start this hole right with a wicked center drive with some great distance. My driver usually goes 220, with my best ever being 240, so I'm very happy with a 238.
Like the driving range, that's the first time.
With a great center fairway position here and only 225 to the hole, I decide to use my hybrid. This can potentially go 200 if I hit it well, but I go with a more relaxed swing, hoping for an easy pitch under the green. I end up chunking the shot anyways, but it still puts us in a good position to hit green in regulation. With 87 yards to go, this is a full gap wedge shot for me. If I can get this right, it should stop right where it lands on the green. So we go a little left, and this is a little long, but this will stop on the green, setting us up for a rare birdie putt. So this is a very long birdie putt, so my goal is to try to get this as close to the hole as possible. Our second putt falls short again, but we're able to putt out here for a solid bogey. A good score, but I really should have been able to score a par here. We get a rare good drive from me on the third hole. This is the hardest hole on the course, and I usually end up in the trees on the right if you've seen my other videos. So even with a good drive from me, we are still 165 yards from the hole, with water all along the left and in front of the green. I don't have a club I can confidently carry to the green, so I'm aiming right in front of the bunker on the right side. But we go way right and land right in front of the bushes out there.
Like in the bush, yeah.
I chunked this one pretty badly, so I get a lot less distance than I was hoping for. With my last shot going short, this one goes long, lands right next to the bunker, and then trickles in. Sometimes I find it easier in this situation to just putt out of the bunker, since I was close to the green and water is on the other side. Adding insult to injury, we 4-putt this hole, making this a huge blow up. +5 is going to kill our score today, but we can still fight our way down. Leave a comment down below on how you deal with blow up holes. Does it ruin the rest of your round? Can you reset quickly? Any tips? Leave them down in the comments. Lucky for me today, the flag is on the bottom level of the green, so as long as I roll it down there, I should be okay. That rolls out of the cup for a missed bogey, so we finish with a double this hole. It's not great, but we're going to try to stay positive. The best way to attack this dogleg left is to send it over the trees onto the fairway. It's really difficult to judge and to aim, but I end up getting this over the trees, but into the rough. So in the rough, clear view of the green, and this is within 150 yards, so this is a makeable shot for me.
Yeah.
We're able to stick the back of the green, but this gives us a very long downhill birdie putt. And we 3-putt for a bogey here, which is the score we're initially aiming for, but we miss the opportunity to claw some of our score back. Trying to attack another dogleg left hole here, this shot goes past the fairway bunker and hugs the tree line on the left. I get a very lucky break here with where my ball lands. Now with all these tall trees in the way, I didn't think I had enough clearance to make it over, so I'm forced to bump under with my hybrid. I get a bit unlucky and my ball gets redirected by a tree trunk.
That was a good chip, Daniel.
Now we had a good approach onto the green here, and thankfully I only 2-putt for a standard bogey. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so I can get more bogeys instead of blow-up holes. You know, I think you might have missed the subscribe button. This one goes way left instead of usually to the right, but I have a feeling this won't end well regardless. So we sent that one past the green, so now I have to play chip it back and forth, which is a game I'm really good at. At this point I was so fed up, I just took out my putter to do an old-fashioned Texas wedge. We almost save a double with that putt, but sadly, this is a triple. Teeing up here to the longest hole on the course, and this is also pretty much all uphill. And you guys will know that this is definitely not one of my favorite holes. But at least we get another solid drive. This is going to leave us in the rough on the left of the fairway, which is better than the right. So I don't get everything on this hybrid shot, but at least we are moving closer to the hole.
On the edge of the nasty trees, but
This is another so-so shot from our hybrid, but this puts us in a decent position to hit the green at least.
Not bad.
So 76 yards means I need a decent gap wedge shot here to stick this green.
Yeah. Not what I wanted, but it's good.
So we were able to stick the edge of the green, but this is a pretty long putt for par, and my putting confidence is at an all-time low this round.
Whoa, what a putt.
An actual decent first putt means we were able to score a bogey here. These are the kind of holes I want to be playing all round with no more blowups. Now usually, on a given day, I only play 9 holes, usually for time reasons, as it's difficult to find time to play a full 18. But today, we are going all 18 holes. So normally this would be my last drive of the day, but I had to remind myself that we have only hit the halfway point. No matter how poorly I think I played on this front 9, anything can happen on the back 9.
Don't know how.
Now, after that great drive on this long par 4, I'm looking to get nice and close to the green with my 6-iron. But I'm going to hit this way too far left, making holding out here on a positive high very difficult. In the rough, in between some trees, on uneven ground, this is not where you want to be. Now I'm getting frustrated again, so I just whip out the old Texas wedge. And of course, we missed that short putt and end the front 9 with a quad. With a front 9 score of 56, we can assume we won't be breaking 90 today. But breaking 100 is still on the table. If only we can get back in the putting zone and maybe score some birdies. Next time on From Duffer to Driver, will he make this birdie putt?